That's a massive drop on GBPJPY below this liquidity zone, and we can see that the price now getting a very strong rejection. And let's see where we can find our next opportunity after the live session. We can see that the price has dropped again, as you have seen our first trade and second trade early today on GBPJPY, and waiting for another entry. Before we look at where we can find our next entry opportunity on GBPJPY, I will be looking at the highest time frame to see overall picture in the market. Now, bigger picture on GBPJPY is a long term bullish market. We can see that there is a drop here. This red bearish candle is a complete manipulation of this long term uptrending market structure, and as a result we saw that immediate rejection, giving GBPJPY a high probability to reach to this monthly resistance level, which is couple of hundred pip above, and that could be a big move on GJ over the long term. Now, jumping down to the weekly chart, we can see that from the weekly previous week, GBPJPY has formed a candle that has opened with a gap. There is a long wick at the top and also healthy body. Now, as a rule of thumb, we can expect a weak fill on GBPJPY to feel that imbalance. And as you can see this week, as a result, once the market opened after initial pullback, the price now bouncing to the upside. We can expect now from the weekly slowly to move back up to this resistance level or even feel that long wick at the top. Now, looking at the daily chart to see a bit more clearer picture, we can see that from the daily, from this liquidity zone, a clean bullish impulse followed by a pullback. If we take our Fibonacci from daily perspective, we can see that GBPJPY has dropped to 50 to 61.8% Fibonacci level, and from that zone we can see the market started to bounce. Now this is the previous daily candle, and after this bullish candle today, so far bulls has shown enough strength. Currently the price also approaching another important resistance level. Here is the daily, you can see back to back 4 daily opening and closing, giving a very high liquidity zone. As the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, expecting GJ to slowly go back to that liquidity zone, breaking that high to create a new higher high, or even at least to retest this level, that can give us a suitable entry on the lower time frame. Now, looking at the intraday perspective from 4 hour, we can see that the market, you can see in that zone, this is a very important level of support. Whenever the price is dropping to that support, getting a rejection followed by this current 4 hour candle, we can see that there is a long wick at the bottom with a healthy body. Now this candle on GJ, if we look at it, penetrated that support level, and currently the price is getting a rejection, so we still have 37 minutes to go for this candle. If this red candle on the 4 hour closing back below this support, then we might see that GJ dropping down further to fill that imbalance, as there is a gap here. On the other hand, if we see that GJ didn't close back below this level, instead has gone up and closed above this green candles opening, that could lead GJ to go back up to that resistance level. Now, depending on how the price action is showing up on the lower time frame, we will be looking for entry opportunity. If we see that the candle closed below, then I will be waiting for a retest, and on the retest we will be looking for potential short-term short opportunity on GBP JPY. On the other hand, if we see that the price has grabbed liquidity again from here, and before the 4 hour has closed above with a long wick at the bottom, leaving it as a false breakdown, then we will look for going long on GBP JPY for this potential move to the upside with a high probability trade setup. If you enjoy this analysis, traders, make sure that you leave a like to help this free content. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.